Hello, welcome to this module on Management Safety Walk. I am Rahul and I will be your guide throughout this course. By the end of this course, you will be able to explain the relevance of the safety walk, identify various hazards
UNAC
and near miss in facilities or installations. The basic objective of the Management Safety Walk is to ensure that HSSE and
Q&A
standards are maintained. It is conducted to identify various hazards and hazardous working conditions that require corrective action. The other objective is to identify any misconduct, disregard of procedures, rules, or an unsafe act made by any personnel or
contract worker.
Lastly, it is also done to detect any defective or damaged installation, equipment or tools posing hazards and list the required actions. In this module, you will be accompanying a site in charge who is conducting a safety walk in a few selected facilities. These facilities are tank truck loading gantry, pump house, tank farm, barricade. Any repair work on the loading gantry floor should be properly barricaded. Surrounding the repaired area with stones must be avoided as somebody could trip over a stone and get injured. Wheel choke. While the loading wheel choke must be placed beneath the front wheel as the truck could move while it is being loaded, the tank truck should be placed in neutral gear and the handbrake should not be applied in the gantry. Electric supply. All electrical installation should be properly covered. It should be ensured that no bolts are missing from the junction box.
Double compression cable glands are provided for all electrical fittings in the hazardous areas to ensure proper sealing. Glands also provide mechanical cable retention and electrical continuity via armor wire termination.
And damaged wire should be replaced immediately. Any spark emitting out of the junction box or wire in the gantry area could lead to a disastrous fire incident.
Condition of TT earthing clamps should be checked for its wire condition and also to detect any malpractice like shorting the clamp by using metal wire. Dripping from loading arm and oil patches due to that on the base should be checked.
Glass equipment. All glass equipment like the sample jar or the thermometer should be stored safely. In case a glass equipment breaks, the broken glass pieces could injure somebody. Lights. During the daytime, while conducting the safety walk, all lights in the gantry area should be checked. If the lights are not working, it could have serious implications while loading a tank truck after sunset. The luminous lux per unit area of the gantry should be as per the government guidelines. Fire extinguisher. The pressure gauge on all fire extinguishers must be checked to ascertain that the pressure needle is in the green zone to achieve the desired performance of the fire extinguisher. Besides, it must also be examined if the extinguisher is being regularly checked or not. Dustbin. It must be ensured that all dustbins within the gantry area are not overfilled and the lid of the dustbins are shut. Objects within the dustbin like plastic bottles, cloth piece, etc. could catch fire that could spread quickly. Fire hose pipe. Fire hose pipes must be stored safely in the fire hose box. It must not be left openly on the road as an approaching tank truck could go over it and damage the pipe. F-key. It must be ensured that the F-key on the hydrant is always present and is chained. If the key is missing, it will be very difficult to operate the hydrant valve as the line pressure is 7 to 8 bar. Hammer with a manual call point. During the safety walk, it should be examined whether the hammer used for breaking the glass on the manual call point is chained properly. If the hammer is not present, breaking the glass will not be possible during an emergency. Loose screws. All screws on the clips holding the wires on the motor should be tightened. Due to the constant motor vibration, the clip might damage the wire and could cause a short circuit. Motor earthing wire. It must be made sure that the motor earthing wire is properly connected to the motor. If it is not connected or is loose, anybody touching the motor could get an electric shock under any fault condition. Inflammable materials. Make sure that there are no inflammable materials, cloth piece, broom near any equipment within the pump house. Labeling and color coding. Ensure whether all pipes within the pump house are labeled and color-coded as per the IQCM guidelines. Also, check whether the arrow pointing towards the direction of the product flow is present. Dry grass. There should be no dry grass in the tank farm area. If found, it should be removed as soon as possible. Water and foam sprinklers. During the safety walk, water, red, and foam, yellow sprinklers should be checked to ensure that they are in good working condition. Maintenance done. All thermal safety valves on the pipeline should have the date of the maintenance done clearly mentioned on it. Roof drain. During monsoon season, ensure that the roof water drain valve of the external floating roof tank is in an open condition. Also check if only water is coming out of it and not the product. Gap in the pipeline. To prevent corrosion, ensure a minimum of 300 mm ground clearance for the pipeline. In this course, you learnt about the relevance of the safety walk, various hazards,
Unsafe Act,
UAC and near miss in facilities or installations. That brings us to the end of this course on Management Safety Walk. To view the Management Safety Walk checklist, click on the Resource button or click Next to test your understanding of this course. All the best.